gets heard by an engaged audience ready to take action. So make your brand part of the conversation. Advertise with Jay and Laney J Live and watch your business grow. Call Best Country 106 today at 580-584-3388.
Jay and Laney J Live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up.
I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you go.
Gotta wake up, get up.
Good morning, y'all.
And I'm calling out, get up, get up, get up, move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, move
I see you got a pile on in here.
What up, chat?
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J Live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is a pleasure to be here once again.
Yes, good morning. Happy Wednesday.
I feel so much better today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Full disclosure, I slept like a baby last night.
Good. I'm glad you needed that sleep.
Oh, man, I did. So if you didn't join us yesterday, we were up, or I was up a lot for the severe weather the night before, and didn't get much sleep overnight. And I ended up not taking a nap either yesterday, which was odd because I'm pretty good at napping.
Okay.
But so yeah, I didn't get a nap in, but I did go to bed like 7:30, and I was out like a light.
Like a light.
I was out like a light. How was your evening last night?
I was trying to think about what I did. It was I visited with some family.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get to see any extra family or just the norm family?
No, it was my nephew and his girlfriend. It was her birthday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Happy
yeah.
birthday, girlfriend.
Yes, right. Bailey. Yesterday was her birthday. So,
I love
yeah. That was a good evening.
And we learned now Bailey's not work shy, right?
No, Bailey is not work shy.
A lot of people like that reel. We clipped it.
Yeah, that
The
was
work shy
funny,
clip.
though.
It was pretty good.
Work shy.
Yes. All right. We got a huge giveaway going on today. This whole week is giveaway week. Just because.
Okay.
We have a lot of reasons why to celebrate.
Okay.
Today is National Wait Staff Wednesday. And we all have been waited on by a waiter or waitress in our lifetime.
That's right.
I don't think that anybody listening could say, you know, I've never been waited on ever in my life.
No, I think everybody's been waited on. It is. I don't know. I think it's a joy to be waited on sometimes. You know what I mean?
And especially get good help, good service.
Yeah. And I know a lot of places around here, a lot of people know they're waiters.
Yes.
But, you know,
Yeah, that's a good point.
And even if they don't, like some of them are just super friendly. You know, there's a lady that waits on us occasionally, and I don't know her, but the last time we were in there, she seemed a little off.
Okay.
And I was like, "Are you okay? Are you having a good day?" You know, and she just kind of looked at me like she was surprised that I even asked.
Even cared,
and,
right?
You know, she was like, "Today has just been an odd day. I've been really busy today." And, you know, she's like, and sometimes I just find myself drifting off, you know. And she said, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, everything's great." She just seemed not her normal self.
Understood.
So I think, you know, when you frequent the same places, you develop some little relationships with your waiters. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely. So I think we should I think we should set up a little package for our favorite waiters or waitresses today.
I think that's cool.
So we're going to put a cool little package together. So maybe they'll be waited on a little bit.
That's
Maybe
right.
some hand
I
and
like
foot.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. So all you got to do is go into our chat, facebook.com/KKBIFM. This is obviously a local giveaway. It's a local package. So that's why we're going to Facebook with the giveaway. But we want to hear, maybe even if in TikTok, maybe if you just want to tag if you follow your favorite waiter or waitress or something. Maybe, like you said, maybe you have a relationship with them. You go there every Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. You know what I mean? There's some people see the same person week in, week out. So they, like you said, they have that relationship. So let us know in the tags on Facebook, facebook.com/KKBIFM. We'll get them eligible to win a nice little prize pack where they'll be waited on. Good morning, Wolfhard. Welcome to the show, everybody, in all the chats. We have Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok running strong if you want to watch inside the studio and see what happens in the background. So, in other words, tag your favorite waiter this morning with our live stream, and we're giving them away some cool prizes.
Cool. You guys get them tagged.
I've got a couple that I'll throw in the hat later because I know. Hey, do you want to cap the number of people they can tag? 3 tags?
Yeah, let's say 3 tags.
3 tags. All right. You got up to 3 tags. Good morning, Geneva, Bear. Hey, Vicky says, please put my granddaughter, Briley Vaught, on the birthday list. Awesome. Thank you so much. Good morning, Dad. Listening or watching in OKC. Hope you're having a good morning. I see you got to hang out with some of the grandkids yesterday. That was cool.
Oh.
Saw some snaps of that. It was funny. It was the snaps that my kids come up with. You know how they are memeable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that.
So I'll have to share with. I'll share Dad. I'll share one with Dad because it was hilarious. But I'll do it off here. Okay, cool. Yes, we are having fun this morning. Good morning, Sarah, and everybody else joining in all of the chats. Wait Staff Wednesday. We're tagging our besties. What's up?
You hungry?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I was born hungry.
Okay.
Dang, bro. Is this food 2 days in a row?
I know. I'm
We're
not opposed to it
We're
at
getting
all.
spoiled. Good morning, Jen. Happy hump day to you. We'll also have a big celebration Thursday and Friday. Friday, be prepared for a scavenger hunt, by the way.
Friday's going to be fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to write that down because we need to. Yeah, okay, you got it too. We need to do the things need to be done, which is easy peasy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Got him.
I've got a story to kick things off. Did you have any stories about AI in your? I don't want to steal anything this morning. Oh, wait a minute. We got Dr. Lofton this morning in studios or calling
7:30. Yeah.
7:30. So we won't be doing your. Do you have anything for the?
I do, but
we can do it early.
We can. I was going to say I can just do it tomorrow if you want.
Well, we can do it early. If you want to do one.
Okay.
What do you want? What? What? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Well, then what I want to talk about then is we're going to start a new segment of the show.
Okay.
And I'm going to call it this. I used to call it Facebook foils them again. This is called AI foils them again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Apparently, a Chicago newspaper put out a list of recommended books. Okay.
Okay.
List of recommended books for the summer.
Okay.
Seems
great,
doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Well, yeah, it was the Chicago Sun-Times to be exact. They recently recommended those books, and apparently the best of summer, there were a bunch of those books that don't even exist. Yeah, it was intended to highlight some summer reads, while all the authors that were mentioned were real. Some of the books, a number of the books, were all fictional titles, just didn't even exist. The writer says he used AI to generate the list and admits he should have double checked it before he put it out there.
Well,
it says no excuses. Some of the non-existent books mentioned were Tidewater by Isabel Allende.
sounds fictitious.
And The Last Algorithm by Andy Weir.
Oh my gosh.
The Last Algorithm? I love it. So anyway, Basically, the moral of this story: don't trust AI to have a finished product. Whatever it is you use AI for, even in our examples of the way we use AI,
Yes.
you cannot just leave it the way it is exactly, or it'll be something that's just not worded right, and instantly the person will be like, they probably used AI for this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
So just double check your work. Change common Southernisms or Okie-isms, we like to call them around here.
Yeah.
But change those. And what you may think, but we shouldn't use those, right? No. You use those. If you use those every day, continue to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the Okie-isms in there. As a matter of fact, most of your AI, if you tell them I use these terms instead of those terms, because of where I live, they'll start using those terms for you.
All you got to do is tell AI.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's all you
crazy.
gotta do.
It's pretty crazy.
There's some things that I do with ChatGPT, and now it's like it's gotten to know me. It's a little scary,
It is.
but it's gotten to know me.
Well, I asked a friend of mine yesterday who called me and was just chatting. He says, I said, well, have you gotten into AI yet to streamline what he owns a business? And in my opinion, both the business side or the technical side and the actual working side would be so streamlined for him if he utilized AI for it. He goes, brother, you know me. I send about 2 emails a day. That's the max on my technological advancemts.
I get it. I get it.
And I get it too. But at the end of the day, you're probably missing out.
I seen a video yesterday of it was Will and his wife, and they were sitting there, and the guy that he slapped, who did Will Smith slap?
Oh, Chris Rock?
Yeah, he had a bottle of baby oil and he was pouring it over Jada's head, and the caption says, "Y'all are going to regret giving us AI. You never should have gave us AI." So it was an AI created video.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and that's what whoever did it was like, y'all shouldn't have gave us. Y'all are going to regret giving us AI.
The AI creative videos are hilarious, though. Some of my favorites right now, the baby.
Oh,
podcasts.
I found a baby one last night. I found a baby one of Morgan Wallen the other day.
Yeah.
I saved it. But then the one I seen last night was Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton singing "Islands in the Stream."
I love it.
It was so cute.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the babies.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn ones are my favorites.
Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan ones are my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Those two going back and forth
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. All right. Yeah. So there you go.
So I mean, guys. So the AI stuff is fun. I mean, it really is.
It is. Absolutely. All right. We got Doc Lofton calling in about 7 minutes. Do you want to go ahead and jump into your lowdown?
We can. I'll make it quick.
All right. We'll be right back.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series
Clear.
have been the best-selling trucks.
What up,
America.
chat?
We got here by
Kilroy
engineering
just got the
technology.
number 3 gifter bag. What's up,
Redefining
Kilroy?
built Ford tough.
Appreciate
And
you
never
hanging out.
settling for
Start a
second
flash goal.
best.
Why not? There's only 14 people hanging out. We usually get the good flash goals when there's only a few people hanging out. Because as our show goes on, it grows. The numbers do. We usually have 40, 50 by the time Impossible Question hits.
Yeah.
What up, Cali girl? Wolford. What's up, Renee? James. Vanessa.
Looking for a great activity for your kids? Our welcoming community and beginner-friendly classes are.
We have had Allie Evans at Hochabel. Thank you, Nita. Thank you, Nita. Looks like this may be a wheel. I thought it was going to be one that you had to put on the
Me
digital.
too. I wrote her name down.
Get ready for the ultimate challenge that'll tickle your brain cells and leave you scratching your head. Join Jay and Laney J live for the Impossible
What up,
Question,
Quentin Peter
sponsored by
Sr.?
Canada
Morning,
Center, right in the
Vanessa.
heart of downtown Broken Bow. Every week at
Morning,
7:45
Vanessa.
a.m., Jay and Laney J are serving up a mind-bending question that'll have you pondering all day long. Visit SEOKradio.com for contest rules and details. The
Can I put
Impossible
that one
Question
chick at that one
on
place?
Best
Yep.
Country 106.
Everybody knows who that is.
I mean, I could not remember her name
Graduating
for
seniors
nothing.
of McCurtain County, we celebrate your achievements and the bright future ahead. Your community is proud of you and excited to see all of the amazing things you'll accomplish. This
Is everybody,
salute to the class of 2025.
I mean, this goes
is brought to
chat
you in
local
part
or
by
anywhere.
Budget Single
Everybody's
Funeral Home,
graduates
McCurtain County National
graduated.
Bank, Choctaw Nation,
like, are we
together
done
we're
with
more.
graduations?
TJ's Mountain Country Store, Pine
I think
Cellular,
everybody's
and
In
your
this area,
Oklahoma
probably.
radio crew.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
In this area,
2025
probably. We didn't
graduates.
graduate until my birthday in OKC, which was May 27th.
Yeah.
I think I graduated on my birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
And most every graduation was like 26, 27, 28, right there on my birthday. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't get out of school till mid-June.
Really?
Yep. Sure enough. But we started later, too, because of the heat. We didn't have ACs, too. I'm that old. Dun, dun, dun. All right, it's time for Laney J's Lowdown to get us going into Doc Loft's chat coming up.
Okay. You all right, Grandpa?
2 more goats in TikTok, by the way. Individuals. Sorry. Go ahead. I am grandpaing it up today. You are right.
I got a couple of wedding stories. This one particular woman, she was at her reception after her wedding, having a great time. She really was. She was having a good time, but she ended up falling on the floor because she lost her balance while dancing, having a good time. She danced and fell on the floor. She said her knee went one way and her lower leg went the other.
Oh, no.
And she snapped her knee so bad that she couldn't get up. So she had to leave her her wedding.
We were talking about graduation. Sorry.
Yeah. She had to leave on a stretcher.
Oh, man.
But, she's pictured, smiling and stuff. She said what happened was her shoe had slipped, or her dress had gotten under her shoe, which had caused her to fall.
Gotcha.
But she said that the paramedics that picked her up were just awesome. That they sat there with her and enjoyed a couple of songs and everything. She tried to get them to have some goodies, some refreshments or whatever, and they're like, no, we can't do that, but they did stay and enjoy a little time with her to let her have just a few more minutes of her wedding reception. She ended up having to have major surgery on her knee.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's terrible. And one mom is like, no, done. She has halted financial support for her son's wedding.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
She learned that her son's fiance had catfished him to test his loyalty. She said she refuses to support a marriage that already starts with lies and games from both sides.
Lies and deceit.
Yeah, so she's like, financial support done, and they were helping with a majority of it. The son's parents were.
Gotcha.
But she's like, nope, I guess I'll be that mom. Because if you have to do something like that to see if you can trust the person you're marrying, you don't need to be marrying them. So, yeah, they said the son was pretty upset about it. But anyway, so.
My daughter knows me well. She should know that if she turned into a bridezilla, I ain't got to put up with that.
Well,
especially if I'm the one paying.
The fiance did, she set up an account on an app that he was on or something like that. She flirted with him to see if he would flirt back. And he did.
And he failed the test.
Yeah. But they're still going to get married. Mom's like, nah, that's manipulation. I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Both of you can get out of here. Y'all, neither one of you need to get married. I ain't mad at Mom. I get it.
Yeah. James says, I can't stand relationship tests. Yeah. I feel like a test, like a full-on test like that, shows more about your ability to stay faithful than theirs.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're so worried about it,
yeah,
then what are you doing on the side?
If you even have to think, I wonder if he would, interact with another woman if I put her, if you even got to think that, they get done.
Yeah. Hey,
they
Philip.
Be together.
Philip did say Rattan's graduation is Friday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thanks,
Philip.
Thank us all.
Yeah, that's it for my lowdown. I just thought that was kind of funny that Mom's like, nope, negative, you ain't get nothing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of tough, like some tough love, but sometimes you got to give them that tough love,
That's right.
Sometimes. What else is going on in the world?
I don't know.
Have you ever not gone somewhere, like maybe on vacation? Maybe you planned a vacation, maybe it was a road trip or whatever, but you got a bad feeling? Hold that thought. We got a call coming in. I think that's Doc Loft, you guys.
I can't handle this.
All right, let's go to the phone lines.
Good morning. Is this Dr. Lofton?
Good morning, Doc. How you doing? Excellent. Thank you for asking.
I think we're okay. I think we're going to make it.
Doc said, yeah, you're doing good, but you still ain't texted me about that appointment yet.
Nope. I tried, Doc. I'm sorry.
Here's what I haven't done so far. Text.
So now he's
Doc.
going to make a list.
I got it on the list. Hey, you know me, my ADHD, I figured out I got to write a list. If I don't write the list, I don't remember it. That's all there's to it. Okay, I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it. He says it's called being busy.
He's got a daughter graduating this week.
I
so
know.
He's busy too.
Oh my goodness. So what does that look like? You guys I'm sure y'all have already been doing all kinds. You mentioned last time we talked to you, you were doing some of the senior activities. What do you guys got going on this week then?
Yeah, so school ends this week as well for all the kids get out Friday. So we had an athletic banquet last week, and then this Thursday. So tomorrow night, I think what day it is, we have an honors and awards banquet. So family starts coming in tomorrow. We'll have family Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I guess everybody leaving by Sunday. So we're hanging out, probably eating some food, and just entertaining.
Nice.
This Friday. Now I'm available, but I'm available. My staff are there, but we've got family coming in. So if anybody needs me, I can do a quick telemed or respond. But Friday will be one of these days I won't be in.
Got you. All right. Well, this was off topic real quick, but you mentioned the barbecue. What's the meat and the sides that must be on your barbecue plate?
So Friday night, well, just for this week, Friday night's graduation. So we'll do like some heavy hors d'oeuvres, and we like jalapeno poppers over here.
Okay.
We'll do those. And then, I like it all. I mean, I really like barbecue, which isn't great. I know we had talked about in the past, maybe a gout. That's like something you don't want to eat and I don't have gout, thankfully, but if I had to choose, I'd choose brisket probably. If I'm just getting barbecue, I'm gonna go for brisket. But I like ribs. I don't order pulled pork at restaurants because my pulled pork is about as good as any restaurant I've ever eaten at.
Nice.
And I'm that's the one thing I've got nailed. But I have to make some. I need to bring some over there. I told them we need to make some for City Hall and bring out some folks.
I'm with that. That's what I'm talking about. You can bring it here to the station at any time.
We'll bring some to you.
I love it. Well, you mentioned gout. I believe that was one of the comments that we had in the chat the other day. Was there any specifics about that question when it came to gout, or was it just about things that you can avoid to keep gout, or maybe
that's what it was like? How does gout even come up?
I got you.
Yeah. So, gout is where you've got a joint that has some inflammation in it, and different than say, there's something called uric acid, and it'll build up in our blood and get and form these little crystals that settle in our joints, and it causes usually somebody the first toe, like our big toe, that kind of joint where your toe joins your foot. We call that the metatarsal phalangeal joint. But that joint where your big toe, if it ever gets hot and swollen all of a sudden, that's most likely gout. That's a where gout primarily will go. It can go to any joint in the body, and so certain foods, especially your foods that are like say gamey meats, red meats, liver, some of your shellfish like shrimp, and then even alcohol, and we've got high fructose corn syrup and pretty much everything that's processed, that's sweet. So those are the things that can help cause extra levels of uric acid in the body and trigger like a gout flare up. And so that will be, now a hot painful joint could be infection, but if it's that first big toe joint, you just want to think gout. You have medicines that you have a flare up, you treat to lower the inflammation, and then for people that have recurrent gout, we try to get them on foods that are better for gout. So you're looking at your stuff like your low-fat meats, like your turkeys and chickens, and some of the dairy, not dairy, but cherries, vitamin C, kind of like the citrus foods, and skim milk, and of course water. People are going to have a lot of water to help flush that out. But we see it quite a bit. Most people don't have to deal with it, but if you do, you know what it's like, and they're not fun. According to the patients who have it, it is a very tender. It comes on fast, but we can treat it pretty quick.
That's
nice.
That's good.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
good.
about.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Another question that we had, Jay and I were talking about this: sleeping too much.
Oh yeah.
Can you sleep too much?
There was actually a study done about getting more hours of sleep than 8. Like it was like 9+ hours of sleep a night can actually do worse for you, I think.
Yeah, it can. I think most of us don't get enough. I tell our patients, 7 to 8 is kind of considered the goal. 7 to 9 really is considered the goal. I mean, I've been wearing my Apple Watch at night intentionally. I get home, charge it, and then trying to wear it to track my sleep, and I'm not getting that 7 hours I'm trying, but my schedule doesn't allow that. But if you sleep more, especially more than 9 hours, it increases your risk for one is depression or obesity, but just overall, people that sleep that much tend to be less active, so you're looking at increased risk of heart disease. But it's more than 9 hours consistently is not considered healthy.
Nice.
I have a medical condition that makes them sleepy all the time, sleep apnea. That's something where people feel like they're getting good sleep, but they're not getting quality sleep. I think we've mentioned that before. But if you feel like you're sleeping all the time, and it could be a sign of depression or maybe anemia, I tell people get that checked out.
All right.
We also had someone that had asked about plantar fasciitis, but I don't think she had a specific question.
Right. Just like ask about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what.
So plantar fasciitis, that's it's the arch of your foot. That's the best way to describe it. I've had it. It's pretty severe pain. The best way to treat that is just lots and lots of stretching, or a lot of people will, like, say, get a golf ball and put it in the freezer, or a frozen water bottle and roll that around, or you do a tennis ball or one of the racket balls, and just, so if you happen to have a job where you're sitting a lot, if the boss will allow, the job allows, if you can take your shoe off and just roll while you're at your desk, that will, and the proper footwear will help. But it's not fun. It can take a long time to get rid of, but lots and lots of stretching. And there's stretches I show people in the office that when they have it, that can help hopefully get rid of it quicker.
Awesome. Also, I actually heard someone mentioning this on another radio station the other day. When it comes to those brand name tennis shoes, if you're doing a lot of walking, if you're trying to run or exercise, it's not best to jump in the Nike Air Force Ones and things of that nature. There are really good shoes designed for cross training, for running, but most of your designer shoes don't have the proper support you really need for that activity.
Yeah, and so what I tell people is, they're going to get into running or maybe long walking, a lot of the shoe stores that are specific for, say, running will have a treadmill with a camera, and they're trained, and they will have you get on the treadmill and walk, and they can see what type of gait you have. And there are shoes that are considered high support shoes, or for people that are, some people, their foot goes in versus out. And I would, before I learned about this, I would just look at a shoe and what looks the prettiest maybe, and then I started buying shoes based on what I would go to these stores and they would say, hey, you need shoe A, B, or C, because of how I ran and how my foot landed, and started buying shoes in those specific categories. And so that that would be something that can really help. Also, for people that most runners would know this, but if you put a certain number of miles on your shoe will wear just like a tire will.
Yeah.
And it can start causing pain in the knees, and that's a good indication you need to get a new pair of shoes.
I agree with that, actually. I learned that when we were running like a lot of 5Ks. Depending on the amount of races you run, you could probably do best by getting a new pair of shoes, aka a new pair of tires each season.
Yeah.
So.
If you're running enough, some people will go through a pair of shoes every 3 to 4 months. They may still look good, but they are starting to wear. I mean, just think about it. You're just like a tire. It starts to wear on the inside versus the outside. And those have to be rotated. You can't rotate your shoes. So you just have to be aware of that. I've experienced that before. I would start experiencing knee pain, and the solution was getting a new pair of shoes, and it just immediately would go away.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, Doc, if someone's listening and they think, hey, maybe I need to learn a little more about this fasciitis plantar wart stuff, and I'm kidding. But, I mean, I had a hard time saying it the other day, so I just made it fasciitis plantar warts. And it was funny.
I was going to say.
We'll get to those next week.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
I love it. Doc, for those listening, though, and they do want to talk to you about more, maybe they're thinking, like Jay, I'm going to text Doc and get an appointment today. What's the best way to do that? What's that number?
Yeah, 870-642-4000. That's a call or text, and text is pretty darn quick on getting a response.
PDQ.
And then 580-584-6888. That's the call only number. And we'll get you taken care of this week. And we've got a wedding we're helping with next week, and that's my next 2 weeks are a little. And plus, it's a holiday Monday, so my next 2 weeks I don't quite have as many slots available as normal just because of my family schedule. So get you taken care of, even if it's by phone.
Awesome. I love that. Doc Loft, give him a call. He'll get you in PDQ pretty darn quick.
Have a good day, Dr. Lofton.
Thanks, Doc. You have a great day, sir. All righty. All right. Bye-bye. Dr. Lofton, PDQ. I love it. Now, that's not what it meant when I was growing up. Pretty close, though. We actually had my brother, I don't know, my dad probably remembers if he's still watching. I wish my brother was watching, though, because there was a convenience store on the corner of I-35 and 44th Street in Oklahoma City, where we grew up. PDQ.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
And pretty darn quick was the radio edit version.
Oh, yeah.
Of that. So I thought it was pretty funny. Radio edits.
That's cool.
Good morning, Jason. Welcome to the show. Guess what time it is, guys? Guess what time it is?
It's time.
It's that most important, or maybe not most important. Let me rephrase that. It is the most popular portion of our show.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we'll get into it in a second. We got a couple minutes, though. I was going to let you request a song.
Oh.
For whatever Wednesday.
Whatever Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. And I figured you'd want the one guy, but you may actually.
Do we have a new Hardy song in there?
Ooh, that's a great question. We have a call coming in. You want to get that real quick?
Oh, well,
it may be a birthday or anniversary. It may be important. If it's not important, go hang up right now. All right, it's important.
Good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live.
What's up? Absolutely.
My baby, Taylor Rawson, a.k.a. Rabbit.
Okay.
And his wife, my daughter-in-law, Desiree Rawson.
So their birthdays?
Awesome.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you.
Have a good day, dear.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Taylor and
Desiree
Rawson.
Yes.
Happy birthday. I thought she was going to the anniversary.
I did too.
That's cool. Oh, I like it. He found one and was like, oh, she got the birthday same as me. Cool. I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Want to get married?
Did you find that?
No, it's not. Which one? No. We don't have it.
I thought we had the new one in there.
No. I thought. Who's it with? Because if it's just Hardy, it's not in there. It's Hardy, all caps, like it has been.
It's called Favorite Country Song is what it's called.
Oh, no, I don't know. Did you put it in there?
I thought I did, but I could be wrong.
I got you.
You know, that hardly ever happens, but, you know, it could be possible.
I would never try to correct you on a situation like that.
Yeah, no, sure you wouldn't. Sure you wouldn't.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. No, it's not in there.
That's okay. I'll find it, and
All right.
hopefully it's on that list, and I get it in there today.
Fine.
I want to hear that.
Really? Favorite country song?
Yeah, it's called Favorite Country Song.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, we talked through it, so we don't have to do a song now.
We don't have to listen to Luke Combs' Ain't No Love in Oklahoma.
We can put that in there if you want after the impossible question.
Okay.
Because that's right now. It's 7:45.
Okay.
Clear. All right, chat. Give us 90 seconds. We'll be back with the impossible question brought to you by Nova.
Todd McDaniel.
Got you,
Focusing on
Katie.
the unusual
I tried.
explosion of
What
tourism in
She's
Southeast
the one who
Oklahoma.
requested Ain't No
From
Love.
town
Oh, I got
hall
you, girl.
news to
Sorry, I didn't know it was you. I'd have done it
infrastructure
instantly.
and the growth of local entertainment. These three
You gotta tell it when it's my people.
Listen anywhere.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're all my people,
Just
but
search
she
hosting Hoaches
is
now.
literally day ones. You know.
These are my people.
In a rush, craving a delicious
No.
meal, or need some last-minute essentials?
I'm gonna turn the
Search
queue
convenience
down 'cause
stores
it keeps
what you're
picking
looking
you up.
for. Start your
You hear
day
it over
with
there?
Well, I am a
full
little
menu
loud.
or grab a bite from the hot box. Follow Burks
That's
on
loud.
Facebook or call 584-9707 for
Hey,
daily specials
Sneak
and to-go
preview
orders.
for those
Burks
listening
Convenience
right
Store
now.
has fuel,
Burks,
fishing equipment,
I haven't
and
asked them, but I'm sure
and a
Ian will
full
be happy
menu
to
7 days a
be-
week. Your
be a part of it.
convenience
Burks is gonna
Specials
be one of
at
the
Burks,
treasure hunt
located
places.
at 702 North Park Drive in Broken Bow. Burks
Cool.
Convenience Store.
That's gonna be fun.
When it's time to
Friday
get your hands
treasure
dirty,
hunt, people.
there's one company that knows how to dig in. Literally, Trey Collins Construction. Need dirt work, land
Y'all gotta
clearing,
get in
or
on that.
installing
Make
house
sure
pads,
you're
driveways
here and
looking like
ready
a
to
moon
go.
crater. No
Yeah, y'all
worries.
gotta be here
Drainage
Friday.
services
It's
or
gonna be a
excavation,
huge,
Trey Collins
huge
Construction.
game.
They clear the way so you
Giving
can
all
drink
kinds of
big, or
prizes
at least
away.
park your truck without bottoming out. Call Trey today at 580-236-9295.
So excited.
Trey Collins Construction,
So
where they build the groundwork and your trust.
And we need you
Maybe
to
even
tag
a road
more
to your front
waiters and
door.
waitresses too.
Winners of the impossible question brought to you by Nova must collect their winnings within 30 days at KKBI Studios, 108 North Broadway,
Today is an
downtown
off
Broken Bow.
day.
Gift certificates obtained
We've had
will
very,
expire
low
30
numbers
days
all
from the
day
date
today.
issued. To win, be the first
I
caller
did not-
at 580
I did not
584
post any clips
3388
yesterday
or
either, though.
584-3372 with the
I think
correct
that may
answer.
be it.
One prize
You
winner
think
per
so?
When we post
household
clips,
per
we get
month,
more
please.
action.
It's the impossible question brought to you by
Okay.
Nova.
Maybe I
Weekdays,
need to do that
7:45
for
a.m.
Nova.
on Jay
Ah!
and Laney J Live. Best Country 106.
Definitely depends on the clips.
I mean, oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
All right, it's impossible question time, ladies and gentlemen. I use that term
It is time.
very broadly. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodoo.
I'm leaving for the rest of the show.
Oh no, what happened?
I'm done with you.
Oh, done with me. Oh, I
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
that.
It's not me, it's you. All right, you guys. Today's Wednesday. You win free queso from Mexico Lindo today.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a level up in prizes right
They
there.
got good queso too,
Oh,
y'all.
man.
Seriously.
Oh man,
All right. So, are we ready?
let's do it.
Okay. Y'all know the numbers.
Yeah.
You know them.
Yeah,
We don't got to tell you.
yeah. But I'll tell them anyway. You want to tell them?
You want to?
We might as well, since they do know it. It's
Okay.
580-584-3388 or
584-3389 or
584-3372. Those are the numbers to call if you want to play the impossible question, brought to you by Nova. If you are answering in the chat, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, you guys are a lifeline. So we will use some of your answers. Not all of them. We don't always see all the answers, and we don't use them immediately sometimes. We like to play the game.
we do.
But we will use your answer. If you get a correct answer in the chat and I see it, 100% will be used eventually.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Okay. It's almost summertime, and this is a list of some of our favorite activities to kick off summer. This barely beat out swimming.
Uh-oh.
What was it?
By a whole percent.
Yeah.
By one whole percentile.
It's
And it's-
almost.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, sorry. It's almost summertime, and this is a list of some of our favorite activities to kick off summer. This barely beat out swimming. What was it?
Ooh. And it's
Ew.
not getting Sonic from a Beautiful Lady 2 days in a row.
Man, she's beautiful. Okay. What do y'all think it is? You're going to win that free queso today.
Yeah, buddy.
Be the first one to call in.
Ooh,
Answer correctly.
Beth with an outstanding answer. Ice cream from the ice cream truck.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. That is
That is
summertime
funny.
right there, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Morning, it's camping.
Camping. That's a great answer. The fireside camping. Not what we're looking for today. Laney J, can you save her life?
What about glamping?
Ooh, that's the big one nowadays. Glamping. It's not glamping, but that's a great answer. Bexley Eden and Co. says snow cones.
Those are wonderful,
Oh,
too.
man. Ice creams and snow cones, man. I'm feeling summertime already.
That's right.
Let's go to this line here.
Oh,
that was their answer.
dang.
Sorry. Stole your answer.
It's almost summertime, and this is a list of some of our favorite activities to kick off summer. This barely beat out swimming. What was it?
And it may be because it takes less to do. You know, like swimming, if you think about it, you got to get your swim trunks, you got to get your towels, you got to get your sunscreen, you got to get all the. Then you usually got to go drive to the place where you're going to swim, whether it be a public pool or a lake or a river. You know, most people don't have a swimming pool. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Fishing.
Fishing's a great answer. Kyla says going on vacation, trying to save your life. Not it, Laney J?
Fireworks.
It's not fireworks. That's
Okay.
a great answer,
Okay.
though. 4th of July, man, you feel the summertime that time for sure.
Yes.
Water park or tubing's a great answer, Bria. Not what we're looking for. It's not going and buying summer clothes, James, like, you know.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Or
'cause
even
that's-
pulling out the summer clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, great answers. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Is it grilling or cooking?
Oh, that's a great answer. And close, because you may do this at a barbecue, but it's not the barbecue itself. Laney J, can you save her life?
Potato salad.
It's not eat potato salad, but that's a good answer. It doesn't have specifically to do with the food. It does not have to do with the baba chow food.
Well, I
But
take
that's
it
a
back
great
then.
answer.
Okay.
Backyard hammock, says Wolford. Great
Yes,
answer.
yes.
Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Is it tanning?
Ah, great answer. Getting that backyard tan. I love it. Not what we're looking for. Kyla, trying to save your life, says have s'mores over the open fire in the backyard. That's a great answer. Not what he hung up on.
Oh, man, I got a good answer, too.
Oh, he probably would have won with your good answer, but no, he hung up, so he doesn't. He's a loser. Let's go to this line here.
He is a loser. Good morning. What's your answer?
Playing cornhole.
It's playing cornhole! Yes! Who do we have on the phone?
Ross Finley.
Ross Finley?
Ross Finley?
Yes.
All right, congratulations, Ross. Come by the radio station and pick up that certificate for the free queso.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for playing. You have a great day. Big shout out to Ross Finley gets the dub today.
I was close. I was going to say water balloon fight.
Okay.
Because it's a game where you get wet,
Yeah.
you know, so that's what I was thinking. Cornhole, that's a great, that's cool.
Yeah. So there you go, cornhole. I know some people that are really good at cornhole. That's what they do. Matter of fact, when I went to my buddy's retirement party, man, they had like 10 cornholes set up, and they had like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh, Cassie had said playing in the sprinkler. That was always so much fun.
Yes, absolutely.
And that homemade slip and slide, man.
Yeah. That was just a pretty much a mud slide.
That's
by the
right.
end of the
Couldn't
day.
beat it. Too much fun.
Loved it. The other one that just made the list, playing cards with the family around the cookout.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever played cards outside, but there was a lot of cards played in my household on the inside.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see here. What else? Yeah. So a lot of us say summer grilling is one of our favorite things to do to kick off summer.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
So I like it a lot.
Cool beans, hot dog.
Yeah. About a fourth of us are always looking forward to that barbecue season. Okay, here's the question. Since we got a few minutes and we wrapped up the, I guess I can get that song on for Katie as well. But here's a question for you. What do you bring to the barbecue? Let's say you get invited to a barbecue. It's not your barbecue, You get invited to, let's say it's just an acquaintance's barbecue. So it's not like somebody you've been to their barbecue and you know what you're supposed to bring, right? You're told, hey, just bring your favorite item, probably is what usually people say if they don't have a specific thing for you to bring. What do you guys bring to the barbecue? I'm curious. Put it in the chat. What do you guys bring to the barbecue? What do you, Laney J? What you bring?
If I had to choose something, I would either make a banana pudding or I might take like a fruit plate if we're talking about food.
Okay, yeah, it's food.
I mean, just
sure.
anything in general, I'm bringing the good vibes, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, that's the truth, too. What are we bringing, babe?
But now I might take a fruit plate because, anybody might like that.
You know, I ain't figuring it out. Laura just tell us whatever I'm bringing.
Yeah.
What is it? We bring in a 2-liter of soda.
Yeah.
If it's up to me, we're bringing a 2-liter of sodas and a bag of Doritos. James, the brewskis. You're right.
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
actually
say,
there.
yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm
What?
going to bring Jack.
Cookies.
That's always good.
Oh, and some of my favorite. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I love multiple types of cookies, but can you go wrong with those Pruitt's sugar cookies with the icing on them during the sun? And that's like the perfect barbecue cookie.
You cannot go wrong with it.
I love a homemade cookie. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to usually choose a homemade cookie over a processed cookie every day of the week.
Right.
But if we're talking processed sugar, that's just like melt in your mouth sugar cookie right there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy.
That's what it is.
I love it. Am I wrong?
No, those are the best.
All right. We ain't no loving in Oklahoma.
Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
All right then. Sure.
So we got to be careful,
Why?
because there ain't no love in Oklahoma.
That's true. We've actually had some storms recently.
We have.
Mm-hmm. So on that note,
All right, you guys, we're about to hit it.
if I can find a song, maybe.
I might have to hit him now. Get it together.
I'm kidding. All right, it's just a long intro.
Your passes are over. That was yesterday only.
I ran out of them. All right, we've got this song, and then we got weather, local news, statewide sports. Shout out to the Thunder for just smacking the Timberwolves. All right, we'll be back after all that. Chat with us in the chat at KKBI-FM.
You're awesome.
Good morning. Clear.
Okay, thank you.
I
eat it.
Just eat it before the end of the week is all. And it's, I don't know, they got a little crispy on the edges for me.
I like that.
I love
a lot of
crispy
people
edges.
do, but I
No
gave her the rest of the pulled pork. Don't even act like you were going to eat it.
What you mean?
No, I know you better.
What you mean?
Here, I thought he was going to say, "Oh, my wife's homemade cookies."
Thank you.
He went with store bought.
Well, I did make the caveat. We couldn't
Store-bought.
use homemade. Now, my wife makes some cookies during the Christmas time. Now that, choose those all day long, every day.
All day, every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best. Thank
Let me-
you.
Let me walk you out.
Okay.
I'd text him, but I'll probably call him. 'Cause I don't even know if he does text.
Okay.
He probably has a flip phone.
Okay.
You got a flip phone, guys. All right. Say bye. We're kicking her out.
That's fine. She's good at that. I'm going to work.
You going to
She
work?
got better things to do than mess with us.
Today is work day. Bye, Laney.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
She the best. Keep feeding our hungry butts. We don't deserve it. Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Perfect. Love you.
No,
You don't love me?
we don't, Caitlin. Caitlin said we don't deserve Laura. I'm
That's
like,
true.
No, we don't.
That's true.
Dad said just make us smile and it just don't.
Oh,
Do the
nice.
barbecue.
Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Haha. A smile and an empty tummy. It's the best things to bring.
It is.
Like you said, Laney J, bringing the vibes.
That's right.
Clear.
Your tri-state area weather forecast.
Man, that was
brought to you
clean,
by
bro.
Palm Cellular.
Like I learned that for 25 years of that
Sunny
time.
skies, high near 85 degrees. Calm winds turning southwest around 5 miles per hour this afternoon. Then tonight, mostly clear, low around 59. South winds about 5. Tomorrow, 30% chance of showers. Mostly sunny, high of 83. And that's your South.
What y'all got going on
Radio
this hump
weather.
day? Anything special?
Broadcasting from First Base
know, they've been quiet
Studios,
today.
KKBI 106.1 FM, Broken Bow, Idabel.
In your local news and community events,
We don't hear this crap. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang, Laney J.
I love it. No, we're just sitting there. We're sitting there grubbing.
I am, you're not.
I'm eating tots, bro.
Okay, bro. Sorry, broski.
Dang, bro. She all on me today. Can't do nothing right. I guess it's because she had to put up with me yesterday when I was tired. Laura's like, I can tell you're in a better mood today.
You was tired.
I was tired yesterday. I feel a lot better today, though.
KKBI.com. If you have an event you would like to add, email it to us. KKBI1061FM@gmail.com.
Wolford. She knew what
I'm
she was
Laney J
doing.
reporting news from the Radio Oklahoma
Got our
Network.
food so we
I'm
can
Ann
eat at the
Roberts.
top of the hour.
Game one,
Yeah.
one win
She's
for
smart.
the Oklahoma City Thunder during the first game of the Western District Finals last night. The final score against the Minnesota Timberwolves was 114-88. The team
Hey, Woodford,
Thursday night.
first game for
College
Indiana
Center, Oklahoma
tonight?
City. Tip-off is at 7:30.
Man, wouldn't it be cool if it was an
Where tornadoes
Pacers
touched down
Thunder
in
game?
the southeastern part of the state.
In the finale, a final.
Oklahoma's Ken Johnson talks about the process.
State and local emergency management staff are out looking at
All right.
remnants
What's
from
Dr.
the severe
Lofton's
weather in east and
cell phone
southeastern
number or the
Oklahoma.
text number?
Emergency management spokesperson Kelly King.
Damage assessments and determining what
644,000?
the needs are, if there are any
Yes.
resources needed for these areas.
Debris cleanup involves working with state transportation, turnpike, and forestry services.
More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com.
He sent me a reminder
From the
someone
Radio
texted-
Oklahoma
someone
News Network, I'm
texted.
Ann Roberts.
It's time to sweep out the
642.
storm shelters and get the emergency kits together for the severe weather season. Now, here at Radio Oklahoma News Network,
Do y'all have an
we bring
emergency
our
kit for
great
severe
affiliates
weather?
the latest weather information from meteorologists from News 9 and the News on 6. Storm trackers are out from all corners of the state when severe weather threatens. It is news by Oklahomans for Oklahomans. Find us
What's your
at
question, Kelly girl?
RadioOklahomaNews.com.
Attention royalty owners, it's time.
She didn't say, I got a question.
NARO Oklahoma State Convention.
She did.
Oh, no. Not Kelly, girl.
Historic Skirvin Hilton in
She said, I got a
Oklahoma City.
question about the
Enjoy
shirt that I
delicious
want.
cuisine.
Oh,
and
that's-
breathtaking
that's a little
views
more
of
specific.
downtown Oklahoma City.
I'm cool
All
with
while
that.
learning about a
It's
host
the-
of educational topics.
I got a
designed
question
specifically
emails that we
for
get.
Oklahoma
I'm like,
mineral
really?
royalty owners.
Just
More
just put
information
your
or to
question on
register,
there.
go to naro-us.org or call 1-800-558-0557.
No, give me your address, Kelly girl. I'll send it to you.
Horatio State Bank has been proudly serving customers since 1905. Personal and business
No.
checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, IRAs,
You
a
do not
variety
have
of
to
loan
pick it up.
options, online banking. There are many services that Horatio State Bank offers. Explore their website, HoratioStateBank.com.
I mean, if you're planning to come up
or visit
here,
with their friendly staff at
we'd
one
love
of
to
their
hand it to you
branches,
personally.
conveniently located in Horatio, Foreman,
But
and
yeah, don't come
Ashdown.
just for that.
Experience the difference in banking with outstanding customer service. Horatio State Bank, member FDIC.
Here's the latest sports from the Radio Oklahoma Network. I'm Dave Lanning. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander scored 20 of his 31 points in the second half. And top-seeded Oklahoma
Good
City
old
beat Minnesota
DL.
114
He's down on DL,
last
you know
night,
what I'm
game
saying?
1 of the Western Conference Finals. Gilgeous-Alexander made 8 of 14 field goals in the second half after a rough start. Julius Randle
Rough
scored 28 for 6-seeded Minnesota, but just 8 in the second half. Anthony Edwards, who'd been averaging 26.5 points per game in the playoffs, held to 18 points. Oklahoma baseball defeated Kentucky in the first round of the SEC baseball tournament yesterday. 12-seeded Sooners advanced to meet 5th seed Georgia this afternoon. Sooners were powered by a 2-run go-ahead home run from sophomore Jason Walk in the third. OU starting lefty Jaden Barfield and relievers James Hitt and Dylan Crooks combined to hold the Wildcats to just 1 run on 6 hits. Dave Lanning on the radio, Oklahoma Network.
When you're ready to get to work, your equipment needs to be ready to go. P&K Equipment is here to help. Shop with confidence and find all the parts you need for your John Deere equipment at P&K. We have the largest inventory of parts in Oklahoma, so P&K has the part you need to keep your tractor or mower running great. Our trained technicians can service your equipment on site, in the field, or in our shop. Need help trailering your equipment in for service? We'll help with pickup and deliver back to you. Stop in and see us, give us a call, or shop online anytime at pkequipment.com.
Let Farm Data Services help you. Want to know where your money is really going every month? Want to make tax time so much easier? Farm Data Services is a management accounting company that helps farmers, ranchers, and small business owners with accounting needs, FSA program analysis, appraisals, plus crop insurance. Let Farm Data Services work for you and handle those tedious accounting tasks that nobody likes to do. Come time to get a loan or do taxes, you'll be glad you did. Check them out, farmdataservices.com.
Installation Solutions services Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest Arkansas, and Northeast Texas, handling residential, commercial, and agricultural installation. Sprayed, blown, stapled, or paint Installation Solution has you covered. Open cell, closed cell, and fiberglass options available with free estimates. Installation Solutions provides services on new builds and remodels of any size. Follow them on Facebook at Installation Solutions LLC. Call Installation Solutions today, 580-579-4808. That's 579-4808.
To the graduating seniors of McCurtain County, we celebrate your achievements and the bright future ahead. Your community is proud of you and excited to see all of the amazing things you'll accomplish. This salute to the class of 2025 is brought to you in part by Bunch Singleton Funeral Home, McCurtain County National Bank, Choctaw Nation, Together We're More, TJ's Mountain Country Store, Pine Cellular, and your Southeast Oklahoma radio crew. Congratulations, 2025 graduates.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up. Don't just
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Look like that burrito put you down.
Ooh, it was good, bro. Ah.
Wake up.
I was dreaming about should've been with you instead. Wake me up before you go.
I just be doing some dumb stuff sometimes.
Gotta wake up, get up.
Don't see arguing with that.
What you mean? No, not you. No. Here we go.
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. Jay Laney J.
I know. Now we're sleepy. We're going to have to cut the show short.
Uh-oh.
We're going to just cut it short.
Oh, man. Sonic to be getting to you. Tell you what.
Man, it's good. Be making me lazy.
Yeah, absolutely. There must be some tryptophan in that.
It could be. Tryptophan. Well.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I was gonna look something up.
Dude,
Thunder.
y'all, we're just completely thrown off.
I'm telling you, it's all good though.
We ain't worth a quarter this morning.
I like that statement.
Me too.
So, hey, Wolford, who is a Illinois fan, so I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
I checked.
Made a
it didn't
garbage
look
statement.
good for Thunder. They still won. So
oh yeah, they beat them.
At that.
The Thunder put the heart locker on the Minnesota Timberwolves, 114-88. Yes, you're right. Those that last half, the second 2 quarters, they outscored them 32-18 and 38-22 to pull away in good fashion. So, but tonight it is the Pacers Knicks. Knicks looked really good in the last series, but so did the Pacers. So will the Pacers be able to pull it out? We'll see when it comes to tonight, that first game. Who do you think? I'd love to see a Pacers Thunder finals. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry to say that. I think it's going to be a Knicks. I think it's going to be Knicks Thunder. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Unfortunately.
Hmm.
Unfortunately. I think the Thunder actually get this in 5 games, too. They give them one. They give them one at home.
Today's Wednesday. Okay, so the second game's tomorrow, and then the third game will be Saturday.
Yup.
Cool.
Thursday, Friday. Yep. Keeps going back and forth.
That's right. It'll be awesome, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Big
gonna
shout
be
out.
good. I'm pulling for Thunder.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
It's funny. Funny story. My brother, when I was in school, I don't remember exactly where I was in school. It was one of the carnivals, one of the fairs or whatever they had. He entered into a drawing for a autographed basketball. Autographed by the Seattle Supersonics. And, of course, that team moved to the Oklahoma City, to become the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I thought that was cool. And he messaged the, I guess, the group chat with the kids the other day because he was asking if they had seen the basketball.
Oh.
Because he was looking for it. I thought it was pretty cool. I remembered him winning it, but.
Yeah, that's neat. That's cool. I like stuff like that. You guys don't forget to go to our live video, facebook.com/KKVIFM. Go to our live video and tag
your favorite
waiter
or waitress.
Waitress, yeah.
Or your wait staff, your
Yeah.
favorite wait staff.
Your favorite wait staff.
Up to 3 tags, we're giving them away.
Yeah, you guys need to tag them so we can do our giveaway.
All right, now since we're talking about food,
Yeah.
I'm starving. Been
Okay.
eating this whole time.
Yeah.
New research shows that giving into your cravings could actually help with your weight loss.
Are they still saying the same thing? Like if you deprive yourself, let's just say that you wanted a Twix.
Right.
And you go for a while and you don't eat one and you're really craving one and you don't eat one. When you finally do, you might overindulge.
You probably gorge yourself on Twix. I would say that's probably along the lines of what's going on. A recent study found that those who sometimes indulge in their cravings fare way better than those who try to resist completely.
Okay.
Yeah. Researchers tracked these adults in a weight loss program over the course of 2 years. Those who incorporated small amounts of their favorite foods lost more weight and reduced their cravings more effectively than those who cut out the foods altogether.
That's cool.
It says the suggestion is that moderation, not elimination, is a better way to sustainable weight loss.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Me too.
Hey, a big shout out. Renee just said, I'd like to put Donald Tolliver on the birthday list, please.
We got Donald on.
Happy birthday, Donald. Thank you, Renee.
Right.
I love Summer's answer. You too. Did you see it?
I'm about to find out. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. I know. It's so hard to get through. It's tough. You just don't know what you would do, you know.
We're working through it though.
Yeah, that's right.
We're struggling right along with
And,
it.
and you can too. Yeah, that's right.
It's about 14 minutes after 8 a.m., which means Laney J will go inside the industry as she rubs some elbows with the stars up next.
That's right. Sure will.
Welcome to Architects Ag Talk, where we explore everything from the latest farming
Everything.
trends to
I
the
love
heart
the way he
of our local
talks.
community.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jared Campbell, your
He
host.
says
This
everything.
podcast brings
Everything.
you
I love
expert
it. Yep.
insights, interviews with locals in the ag industry, and stories that make the Architects region thrive. Whether
Your birthday's in 2 weeks?
interested in the
2
latest ag
weeks.
tech or just passionate about the future of farming, this podcast is for you.
They got-
Architects Ag
weeks.
Podcast, keeping you informed, connected,
Oh,
and
how
inspired.
cute.
It's agriculture.
What's wrong?
It's local.
They
it's
got
real. Subscribe today
what's
and
her
let's
name?
grow together.
Fast and Furious babies.
What up, Cameron?
Cameron Douglas.
Cameron Douglas.
Where's Michael?
Mikhail Duglamakov. All right, it's time for Laney J to go inside the industry and rub elbows with the stars.
Just being bad today. Sorry, I
Aren't we,
couldn't
though?
help it. Yeah, we are. You know how it goes. Hey, Violet Affleck has come out and has detailed the arguments that she was having with her mom as those wildfires were going on. She said they were arguing about stupid stuff, and of course Jennifer Garner is like, shh, 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 don't tell anybody. FBI Most Wanted and FBI International has gotten canceled by CBS. They did not renew the shows. Okay, I get it. Y'all know that we're not even going to talk about that. He doesn't deserve a second of our attention. Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost took a spin on the red carpet before a screening of A Private Life at the Cannes Film Festival in France. I guess people were surprised to see them out together like that, holding hands and being all up close and personal. You know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Justin Baldoni, he's the one who's suing Blakely and the guy whose eyebrows are too close together, Ryan Reynolds. And he says he's feeling the financial and emotional weight of his legal battle with Blake Lively. Well, that's what happens when you got to continue to make stuff up to keep everything going the way it should go, Justin.
Ooh.
Taylor Swift returned to social media to support Kobe Bryant's daughter, Natalia, as she graduates from USC. That's good, Taylor. I'm glad you were out there to support her. NBC is set to launch Win Win, a game show that offers both in-studio contestants and viewers the opportunity to win prizes.
Ooh.
It's making its international debut on ITV in the UK, with NBC Universal licensing the show globally. It's going to have a 40 in-studio participant answering trivia question panel derived from a nationwide survey. That sounds pretty interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be good. You know, those game shows are fun.
Yeah.
And be able to include the people at home is even better. I think I just spit on you.
Ew.
Beloved actor George Wendt,
Aw.
famous for his role as Norm
Norm.
Peterson on Cheers,
Yeah.
passed away at the age of 76 yesterday.
I heard about that.
The crazy thing is, yesterday was the date that the final show of Cheers aired.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. So, yeah. They say George was a doting family man, a well-loved friend, and a confidant to all of those that were lucky enough to know him. So, may he rest in peace. He was a great Norm. He really was.
He really was.
Yeah. So that is it for Inside the Industrial News today.
Industrial news.
Yeah, I know.
All right. No machine works today, huh?
No.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Machine works?
No clue what you're talking about.
I didn't know what you meant either. Huh.
17 minutes after 8 a.m. Laney J's best music update.
Best music update.
Will be coming up. Stay tuned for that.
It will. It's going to be awesome too.
Oh, will it now?
Yeah.
Well,
It's going to be the best.
What is there something that's gonna really stand out for you?
No, just me.
Oh, well, in that case.
You know, why try to blend in when you were born to stand out? Hey.
Yeah.
No, I have one thing.
I have one thing.
Okay.
After you.
Mine's more important.
Yeah.
Now, happy birthday to Gabby Seavey.
What?
Bless her heart. She has to deal with Shay.
Yeah.
And I hate that for her. But it is her 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Gabby.
Happy birthday, Gabby.
Yes. Hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy turning 18. It is a fun time when you turn 18.
Okay. Have you ever had a bad feeling,
Just
a gut
right
feeling?
now count?
Yes. That says, I probably shouldn't go here. Or I probably shouldn't go do this. Or whatever it is. Maybe it's an event. Maybe it's a trip or something that just makes you think, I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
Has there ever been a situation for you like that where you're like, I'm not going to go?
Uh-huh.
We've had, there's been stories of like when plane crashes happen, things of that nature. They'll talk to the people that were scheduled to be on the flight, but for whatever reason, didn't get on. In some cases, there have been people that report, I had a bad feeling, so I just didn't get on the plane.
Uh-huh.
So I'm curious, are there any situations like that for you that you can think of right off the top of your head, or any of in our chat?
I mean, I know it's happened.
Yeah.
There's been a few times though that I've had a weird feeling and I went anyway.
And something bad happened?
No.
Oh no, nothing happened. Okay.
So, you know, because we have to learn to trust ourselves and those gut feelings. You know, we have to learn to trust those.
I agree.
I believe for those of us who do suffer from anxiety, sometimes we may create that anxiety about a certain trip just because we start thinking about, you know, the what ifs and what could go wrong or whatever. And then a bad feeling develops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see that.
So, yeah, I think it's hard, difficult for some, but there has legit been a few times that I shouldn't have went and I did.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No, some would-be travelers to Japan have canceled their trips due to the quote-unquote future I saw. Now, have you heard of this? The quote-unquote future I saw?
no.
Okay. The 1990 story seemed to predict the March 2011 tsunami and earthquake, and an updated edition features a disaster occurring in July.
Okay.
According to this, personalities all over the feng shui police and other psychics,
Mm-hmm.
they have also added their own opinions. Says here that many of the travelers are now canceling their trips due to this precaution.
Really?
Yeah, mainly people from the mainland of China and Hong Kong. They're just, I guess they're not going to go to Japan.
I'm curious to know. I was going to say, I'm curious to know if anything happens when they're supposed to be there. Or,
Prediction of disaster
Yeah.
in Japan in July of 25. So
Okay,
we'll see
we'll
what
find
happens.
out.
We got that. We always get predictions like that.
I'm going to have to
I mean, it's
write
not.
that down.
They didn't. I can instantly tell you it was wrong if it was a prediction of like the end of the world or something.
Right.
You know, we would know that was bogus. But a prediction of disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody can see the future per se.
No, I don't either.
But if you make a very random prediction like that, something could happen somewhere and be like, oh, that must have been it. You know,
Oh, yeah. So
instantly.
somebody's going to find it for sure.
100%.
I agree.
All right, I got to take a quick time out, my friends. We do have Laney J's best country update coming up in about 8 minutes. Plus, we have a very special in-guest studio at 8:45 today.
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll be back. It's Jay and Laney J Live. Good morning. All right, chat, we will be right back. Give us, I got to mute your Facebook because we've got songs playing. We'll be right back. I see old cry. What's up? What's up, Chatskis? What's up, Dylan? Dylan Kissy.
Oh, in here. Broken Bow graduate?
Yeah. Of the Seminoles. Hey, Twitch raid. Hey, Wolford, you forgot to help me with a Twitch raid this morning.
Yeah, Wolford, you're falling down on your job. You're fired.
You're fired, Wolford. All right, you're rehired. We still need you.
Okay, fine.
Don't let it happen again. Twitch raid. If you have a Twitch account, go there now. It took its toll. Dry. In the swamp. Sunday brunch. Let's do it.
www.hochatown.saloon.com for more information and ticket prices. There's something always going on at Hochatown Saloon. Bring your friends and see the 2-story big screen TV. Cold drinks, delicious food, entertainment, and fun times are in store at
Hochatown Saloon,
located in the heart
of Hochatown.
Hey, I'm Leslie,
Hey.
a licensed therapist and host
Hey.
of Hey Therapist. Each week, I'm
Hey.
here to have real conversations
Hey now.
about
Hey,
mental
hey
health,
now.
the things we all go through but don't always
What
talk
up,
about, from
everybody?
managing anxiety and
doing?
stress
How y'all
to improving your relationships
How
and
y'all
healing from
doing?
trauma. I'm bringing expert insights
Y'all
and
don't
personal
pay him no
stories
mind.
to help you live a healthier, happier life. Whether you're working through something tough or just want to feel a little more grounded, you'll find practical advice here. Join me on Hey
Practical
Therapist,
advice.
available anywhere
Okay,
that you get your
dum-dum.
podcast and at heytherapist.com.
Want to grow your business? Get in front of the biggest audience in town. Advertise on Jay and Laney J Live. Every morning, thousands tune in for the hottest topics.
Twitch
fast and
raid!
must-hear moments. That means your ad gets heard by an engaged audience ready to take action. So make your brand part of the conversation. Advertise with Jay and Laney J Live and watch your business grow. Call Best Country 106 today at 580-584-3388.
Here we go. Here we go. That's right. It's time for Laney J to go inside that country entertainment need. You got any country today, or is it just regular?
Well, it's country.
Okay, cool.
Corey Kent said that nothing feels better than getting to go home to his family. Being on the road is a dream come true for him, but nothing beats going home to his family. It's a constant juggle, but his support and love is what keeps him grounded. That's right, Corey.
I like
got
it.
you, dude.
I like it.
Sam Hunt said that he loves being honest with his music. If something's true, he's never bothered if people find out. It's like he owes it to his fans to stay honest. I like that.
You know, I like that attitude.
Yeah.
That feels like a nothing to hide kind of attitude. If I did it, it's true. I need everybody to know about it.
Yeah.
You know, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
Maybe it's who I was. Maybe it's a former me. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm not so proud of some of those actions, but it's who I am.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if it's something that somebody thinks they got on me, go ahead and say it.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. Nate Smith says that he sweats a lot when he's on stage. He says that he just sweats a lot. And the dampness is strong. He knows he's going to roast when he's doing a performance. He's going to be rotisserie gold.
That's funny.
Tyler Hubbard said that he's still working on a car that him and his father used to work on. They decided they'd strip it down and build a hot rod out of it, and they spent years working on it. He turned 18 and he moved away, and it wasn't finished. He said now it's in a shop where it's still sitting, and he's getting back to it, to working on it, and he wants to, you know, get it done, just something that he can keep and pass on to his kids. Now, Morgan Wallen fans.
Uh-oh.
He's got the top 38 spots out of the top 50 on some Apple Music. That new album of his is fire. It's going strong. But if you are a Morgan Wallen fan, and if you were a fan of the mullet, okay? If you are a Riley Green fan, now Ella Langley come out a couple months ago and said that she had told him he needed to keep the mustache.
Okay.
He shaved it off. Posted a photo that says, "Never let him know your next move." And his mustache was gone. So what hurt worse? Riley Green's mustache disappearing or Morgan Wallen's mullet disappearing? What hurt you worst, country music fans? Laney J wants to know.
We know what hurt with Laney J worse.
He does look different without his mustache. And I see why Ella was like, yeah, you need to keep it. It's cute.
It'd be kind of like Zach Top shaving the stash, you know?
Yeah,
Feels
it'd
like
just be
part of
weird.
him now.
Yeah.
Feels like part of his image.
Did you know that, which I did it too. I followed along and I did it too. I think Laura's the one that sent it to me, but it was Zach Top naming everybody's mustache. Like they'd show him a picture of a mustache and he'd be like,
Yep.
you know, this was this person,
I
this was
saw
that
that.
person. I love that. But yeah, Riley Green shaved off the mustache. So if you're a Riley Green fan, you already check that out if you haven't seen it yet.
All right. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I like the mustache.
Hey, 2 truths and a lie. My turn, it looks like. According to the
I'm like, all right.
notes.
When it's his turn, he ain't getting by with it.
That's
It is
right.
your turn.
Now, you mentioned having to take something off. I thought this was kind of interesting. I'm curious what y'all think.
Don't.
I'm not going to take anything off. I
Okay.
promise.
Okay.
It's radio. But no, a clip of a young woman removing her makeup has recently gone viral. Where was she at? At the airport. The clip shows the would-be traveler using wet wipes to clear her face because she did not look like her photo ID. It says here, quote, "Wipe everything off until you look like your passport photo. Why would you do your makeup like that? You are asking for trouble." That's a voice in the video. It's unclear if the woman was eventually allowed to travel. However, some commenters question how good the facial recognition technology was if it could not recognize her with her makeup on. Quote, "Isn't it time to upgrade the equipment?" One person asked. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she had like, you know, cat makeup on or if she just had some elaborate looking regular makeup on. I don't know.
She could have, but doesn't that facial recognition? I mean, doesn't that like the shapes and things of your eyes and your cheekbones? I mean, I thought they would be able to
I thought so too.
get past.
I thought it was
the pounds
mainly
of
eye.
makeup.
I thought it was mainly eye stuff, you know, like
I mean,
retina display stuff.
And some women put so much makeup on, they're not recognizable. They look completely different
It's a full-on filter. You're right.
without it. You know, it really is.
So anyway, I was curious. Anybody in the chat chiming in, letting us know what they think?
I mean, I can't blame them, but dude shouldn't have commented, "Why would you do your face like that?" That's none of your business how she does her face.
And I don't know if it was a dude or a woman.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In the moment, whoever the passport person was is
Yeah.
the person that was saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
A lot of women's makeup is like wearing a mask. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's very much like a filter. It's like an actual filter on your face. Billy says some people put on so much of that contour stuff, it makes their face shape look different. I can see that too, I guess.
Well, you know, used to, you just had, you know, like the basic makeup. You know what I mean? Mary Kay parties were a thing when I was growing up. I mean, and it was some basic stuff. But now you've got contour and highlighter and under powder and over powder and foundation and all the different eyeshadows and eyeliners. And, you know, I mean, there's just so much that people wear when it comes, and I say people lightly, that they wear when it comes to makeup. It's kind of crazy that it's so much. So Billy might be onto something there, because that, yeah, definitely changes the color of their face as well.
Yeah, John said he thought it was the eyes too. Stopped using face recognition because it freaks me out. My phone stopped recognizing my face. I think I just got too old and wrinkly for it or something.
Oh.
At one point. So I just stopped using face recognition because my phone stopped recognizing my face.
Okay. I understand.
I may have done something. It wasn't like during a big beard cut or anything like that. So Jamie says that she only wears makeup on special occasions. My wife's the same. She doesn't wear makeup unless she has a court day. You know, she's in court, or, you know, super special occasions.
Yeah.
She doesn't need it though.
No, she don't.
That's why I like it. I mean, at the end of the day, we should be accepting of who we are without all the excess.
Right.
John says, I want to have control. Yeah, I'm with you on that with my phone. I like being able to punch in my code and get in. I don't even like fingerprint access for some reason. I don't know. I would say probably more people today that have the smartphones probably use the facial recognition though.
Right. I don't use it. I don't like it. You know, that's me.
Yeah, you just punch in the code too also, or do you not even have your phone locked?
My phone's not even locked.
Ooh, now that I know that, I'm going to be hacking.
I mean, it's not. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I mean?
Good point. Well, see, I started locking my phone when people started hacking. When they'd get on your apps and say, oh, I work with the best coworker in the world. You remember those?
Oh, yeah, I did that to a few people.
Exactly.
Who left their things
and then, on the computer. Or you'd be like, and then you'd go back and you'd see all these, like, what is the notification? You'd look like, you know, of course I was hacked, y'all. No, I wouldn't say that about them, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
I did that to Dave a couple times. He left his stuff open in the studio when I was working.
Yeah.
I did that.
Pretty fun. I would have said some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 truths and a lie. Did we have a topic that I was gonna?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you need me to give you a topic, you can just say that. I'm just kidding. Jay's the one that always comes up with the topic. I'm the one who does not.
That's funny. But no, I was thinking we had talked about a topic last week or something. I was like, I'll just use that for next week maybe. But it's okay. I can come up with something.
Was it that? The top there? Or maybe that's what you gave me.
I can use that actually, I think. Let me try it. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, Jay always comes up with it.
Was it? I've already done the theme parks I've visited. That's what it was, huh?
Yeah. Well, I did the favorite scents last week from Idabella Roma Gallery.
That's true. Ooh, I'll do favorite scents.
That's good because we don't know what that is.
Good.
I mean, like, there's a few things that you've said, you know, I like this, you know, or whatever, but I don't know if you've said your favorite.
Right.
Maybe you have.
All right. Cool.
And we've got time. Our guest is
on the way.
Yeah, she had a few issues this morning, so she's running a little bit behind.
All right, cool. All right. Well, on that note, then let's just jump right on into it. I'm thinking.
Well, okay then.
Unless you were thinking more along the lines of a song first.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Cool. Here's King George.
Ooh.
Let's go back to a cold brew and conversation.
Let's do it.
On Best Country 106 with Jay and Laney J live. Good morning. Hang with us in the chat.
You ever feel like you're standing in glue?
Clear. Should have wrote it down, Mr. Forgetful. I know, Billy. All right, but I got to hear it. It's cool.
She just had some employee issues this morning.
Okay.
She asked if she could come at 9. I told her to swap shop star sandwich a couple minutes before because it'll take a little bit.
Of course, she can get here at 9. Yeah,
well,
of course.
I told her it was okay.
Yeah. All right, I got it. Ooh, wait a minute. Got it. All right, 2 truths and a lie is happening now. If you want to play, guys, call me in 2 minutes. I'll tell you when to call, okay? I'll say call now. But don't call yet because we got 2 minutes.
Call me.
I mean, I guess I could put you on hold. It wouldn't hurt me none. So if you want to play, call now. You got to be local, though. Therefore, you know the numbers. It's movie tickets. You win movie tickets, guys. What's up, J-Dubs? Hey, J-Dubs, it says you're going to lose your subscription benefits soon, bruv.
J-Dubs rarely comes to see us anymore.
He just comes in late. He's been in here pretty regular. She's taking it personally. What did she do to you, J-Dubs?
Sure am.
Did she hurt you? Show us on this photo where she hurt you.
Show me on this bear where the internet hurt you. I refuse.
He already lost his sub. Oh, no. Yeah, it just says, I was just reading this. J-Dubs will lose, or J-Dubs big guy will lose their subscription benefit. I can't speak today for some reason.
You said benefit. You've been hanging. Never mind.
Hey, now.
I know. I'm going to be nice.
Hey, now.
I'm going to be nice.
He's going to look at you for a minute.
No.
Done. Done deal. It's a done deal. Okay. If you want to play, call now.
Call now.
For McCurtain Cinema tickets, I'm giving you all that watch a preview chance to call now. If you don't call, we'll put it out to the phone call list. Because we appreciate you guys watching. Hey, and continue to tag your favorite waiter or waitress here in the county and we'll give them a prize pack full of things where people will wait on them. We'll wait on them. Golly. Maybe I'm more tired than I thought I was.
I know, like yesterday, you were just straight running off work energy.
Run off at the mouth.
Look at this. I just wanted you to see how cute.
Oh, I saw that one. Yeah.
Did you know that I'm gonna have to research that for
doing
tomorrow?
more research on that?
Yeah.
All right.
Not that person's, just any.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Conversation.
All right, who's playing?
All right, who's going to play?
Call now if you want to play.
If you would like to play 2 truths and a lie and you didn't play last week, call now. 580-584-3388. That's 584-3388. Call now for a set of McCurtain Cinema tickets.
Right.
You can win those cinema tickets if you guess the lie in 2 truths and a lie. Happening right now. Give us a call. Or, okay, we got a call. I was like, what? Let's go. Let's go to the phone line.
Good morning. Who do we have on the phone?
Wanda Pedrola.
All right, Wanda. Who played last week?
What's it?
Yeah, it was you last week, Wanda. You good? Yeah. Get us call back in about a month. All right, on that one. On the 2 truths and a lie.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Just on that.
Just on 2 truths and a lie. Good try, though.
So who else was calling? Because the other line was ringing and it's done.
All right, here we go. All right, who do we have on the phone?
Oh, Sean Lane.
Sean Lane.
Sean Lane. Welcome, Sean. How are you doing today, sir?
Pretty good. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And thank you for playing. Okay, this one is Jay Lindley's 2 truths and a lie, and it's about colognes from the 90s. Yes, my favorite colognes from the 90s. These are 3 colognes that all I've actually once had in my day, but one of them I didn't care for as much as the other 2. So let me know which one is the lie. These are my 3 favorite colognes of the 90s. Cool Water Cologne, Obsession for Men, and Polo Sport. Of those 3 colognes, which one is the lie?
I'm going to say Polo Sport.
Ooh, no, that was actually my absolute favorite. It's not. Thank you for playing, though. We appreciate it.
Great job. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Bye-bye. All right, Sean Lane. Unfortunately, Polo Sport, #1 favorite of all time back in the day. And I only had one bottle, and I should probably buy me another bottle. We're talking the blue bottle. All right. All right, so, and also Cool Water would probably be a close second. Cool Water Cologne. I still own a bottle of Cool Water Cologne today.
Okay.
All right. And then what was it?
Obsession.
Yeah, Obsession. I actually had a bottle of that, but I ended up not being a big fan of it, and I ended up giving it away. I don't know if it was to my brother or who, but yeah.
I get it. It didn't smell that great.
Obsession. It was all right. I mean, I did like it. Was like a real soft scent. I don't know how to describe it. Now, Cool Water is a very clean scent, and Polo Sport's a very clean scent. And I ended up figuring out I like the clean over the spicy, scents.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though I have some, like I have some of the more popular ones nowadays, but those old scents, they bring back that nostalgia, and y'all forget nostalgia is the strongest thing you can probably feel, and you can feel it in many different ways too. Scent, vision, hear, lots of your senses, I guess you could say, bring up nostalgia.
Yeah.
Obsession. Who had Drakkar Noir?
Drakkar Noir.
Drakkar Noir. What was another one that stood out to you back in the day? We've talked about preferred stock. My dad had preferred stock and another one. I don't remember. Stetson and preferred stock, I think.
Those were very popular. People loved those scents.
No,
Brute.
preferred stock was made by Stetson. That's right. Okay. So Brute and preferred stock was what my dad had. Preferred stock was one of the better smells that I remember for sure. Hey, we got a very special in-studio guest. Literally only 2 minutes late. You acted like she's going to be here at 9.
Well, that's what I thought. She's having one of those days.
Hey, we all have those days.
That's right.
Especially if that day depends on others around you.
That's true. That's true.
If I have to depend on Laney J.
Better not.
All right. We ready to do this? She says she can't hear you. Can't hear you. You can hear us in here. We're right next to you.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well,
there you go. Get in there. Good.
Well, let's just jump right on into it then.
I've got this pulled up over here if you want me to share it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do that.
Good morning, April.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Are you doing okay?
I'm great. I'm great. I really am great. Yeah. Okay, so we have some new things that we're going to change up at the store.
Uh-oh.
If you guys will, if you're not already on our Facebook, it's facebook.com/KKBIFM.
Yep.
We are sharing Idabelle's Aroma Gallery Facebook page. Go look at it. That way you can see exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, so we're expanding our Jack Black line. That's like our newest line that we've added in. So all you guys out there that have beards, if you got some itchiness going on, you really need to go check out this leave-in conditioner. It really helps tremendously.
Nice.
We've got some samples of some stuff there too that you can try out while you're there. We actually are looking at expanding some new products into that line as well, coming soon, so stay tuned. We're located at 2200 East Washington Street. The new thing that we're changing up, though, is our store hours. We are going to be open later during the week. So if you're feeling like you're having a rush to get there because you don't get off work until after 5, we're now going to be open from 10 to 7, Monday through Friday. We are starting that this Friday. So we're going to be closing on Saturdays because we're staying open later during the week.
I understand that.
At
the end of the day, you got to have some time off too, right?
Right. You can't just work all the time. What's the point of life for that? But another thing that we're starting to get some questions about are essential oils. So we're looking at expanding and adding some of that stuff in.
That'll be cool.
Today I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana Queen.
It smells good.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah, it smells good.
So if you've not tried that out, you need to go over there and give it a good sniff.
Ooh.
There's a new Marc Jacobs Daisy Ever So Fresh that we just added. It is not posted on our site yet. And we also added in a new Dolce & Gabbana light blue. So ladies, if you are looking for a clean, fresh scent, that is the one for sure.
We were just talking, we did the 2 Truths and a Lie for my 90s, favorite 90s colognes. Cool Water was one of my favorites. Polo Sport was my absolute favorite back in the day. I had some Obsession, not so much. Tommy Hilfiger, not so much. Was, you know, but when it comes to absolute favorite for Laura that I used to wear, and this is something that it may not even be available in stores anymore because it's way back in the day. It was Swiss Army. You ever heard of that? It was a Swiss Army.
Who makes it?
You know, I can't remember. I just remember the picture. I'll have to look at the bottle if I can't remember to. But
Well, so here's the thing. We had a lady that she wore Giorgio Beverly Hills. And she's an older lady, and she has worn that forever. And we actually were able to locate that for her.
Ooh.
So
Really?
don't feel like we can't get some of that stuff, because we still can. If we don't have it, just let us know and we'll take a look. We've got
Victorinox.
That's right. It's right here.
Victorinox.
Victorinox.
Okay. Well, just give us a call. 903-277-5611. Like I said, we're located at 2200 East Washington Street there in Idabel, right next to Choctaw Electric. Super easy to find.
I think that's important though, for those, especially for those that think, you know, I have to order my, you know, whatever. I have to wait for shipping. I have this stuff. No, if you can get it in store, you know, it's right there available.
There, you get it right then. I would much rather do that and shop local, you know.
And you don't have to worry about getting a tester that somebody packaged. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And sent to you.
You know?
Seriously, because that happens.
Yep, it does.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of exciting things still going on. We're super excited to be here. You know, our main goal is having that product available here local and saving you time and money. And those are 2 things that are really important.
That's right.
Jamie says, you got any Dracar? That was my favorite. And then Stetson.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, man.
We'll have to check the supplier list on those.
I think maybe, of course, obviously, I think a lot of these are, you know, in jest. They're being funny, but just thinking of the old scents that made you fall in love with colognes will make you go check out the new ones to see what maybe is close, or, you know, maybe a new fresh scent. Because I was talking about, I love the fresh scents. That's where I was going with my story earlier. I learned that I love those fresh, clean scents mainly over like a spice, because there's like spicy, there's fresh, and there's this other term.
Floral.
That's another term. There's probably even more terms if I was guessing.
There are.
Okay.
There's a lot of science behind the notes that go into a cologne and perfume. And then you have toilettes and you have parfums, and the toilettes are alcohol based, so they don't wear as long typically. They're a lot lighter scented, where your parfums have oil base, and so they wear a little longer and are more of a deeper scented. Versace is one that comes to mind, because I've had the Versace Bright Crystal, and they make it in a toilet and a parfum. The toilet's a lot lighter. It smells really amazing. And my next one is going to be the parfum.
Okay. The parfum's a little more expensive usually?
It is usually because of the oil bases in them.
Okay. Wow. I'm learning new stuff. Go ahead.
What did you say you were wearing right now?
Dolce & Gabbana Queen.
Queen.
And
it smells good.
There is a king version of it as well.
Really?
It smells really good.
Yeah, it's a crisp smell. It's good.
Is there a difference in application when it comes to the parfum versus the toilet, or does the application matter at all? Spray wherever, spray in particular areas?
Well, if you ask John, he would say that I go through my perfumes way too fast, because I like to spritz them everywhere.
Okay.
But
you kind of walk into it?
Yes, there are some that I've learned, like J'adore. There is a J'adore that I have that you are not supposed to get anywhere on your clothes. Like, it is skin contact only, because it is a milky color. So, you know,
Could dye your clothes or something?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I
Interesting.
overuse mine.
I don't remember exactly who told me. I was at a, you know.
Pressure points.
Yeah, and maybe because of
Behind the
heat and
ears.
stuff too. And then they also said, once you apply it, you don't really want to rub it in. You want to allow, because there's like little, now I'm going to say this because I don't know the names, but there's little bitty tiny balls. And once you crush them, that releases the scent. So if you just leave it on there throughout the day as you bump into stuff and rub on your shirt or something, then it'll release the scent, so it'll last longer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
See, the more you know,
You'll-
you learn something.
So then you don't have to be like April. But see, if you have if you're April's job, I mean, you can just literally wear whatever scent you want every day. So she just walks through it, spritz. But if you have the budget and you don't want to use all of it, then you can just put them in those one spots and get it to be fragrant all day long.
Yeah, I like
Love
it.
it.
That really does smell good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I smelled it when she first walked in too, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I like.
No,
that about it,
absolutely.
too.
That's what I like about the clean ones, because the more spicy ones, if it hits you, it's like bam. Sometimes it'll hit you. Not that they're bad. I have some spicy ones. I was trying to think of the name. It's a guy's name.
Is it
Jimmy
Choo?
Choo. Yeah, Jimmy
Yes.
Choo. Yeah, I got some of that. You got some of that?
Yes, we
See,
do.
that's what I'm talking about. That's the new stuff Laura has found for me that smells good on me, or in certain occasions or stuff. This is a great question, and I know you're probably busy. If you got to go, I understand. But let me ask you one more question. Is there different, like wines for different meals? Are there different types of cologne or parfums or toilettes or whatever?
So
For different
yes, a toilet versus a parfum. I mean, if you're going out just for a few hours or something like that, just for a quick lunch, a toilet is going to be lighter.
Gotcha.
It's not going to, like I said, it's not going to wear as long because they're alcohol based. But if you've got like a nice dinner, a night on the evening, then a parfum is going to wear longer during that time.
There you go.
That's cool. See.
Justice says she don't gotta go nowhere. I love it. Anything else that we didn't cover that you would love to this morning? I'm learning. No,
I know,
anytime
I
I
know.
learn something new, I'm gonna sit here and chat for days. So.
Right.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me, and
Absolutely.
thanks for being patient this morning.
Location, those new times, and then a phone number too if they can get over.
Yes, 2200 East Washington Street next to Choctaw Electric. The phone number is 903-277-5611. And our new hours starting this Friday, will be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we will be closed on Saturday now. And of course, we will be closed Monday for Memorial Day.
Okay. Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. That's Idabelle's Aroma Gallery. Thank you, April.
Thank y'all. Y'all
Thank
have a
you
great
so
day.
much.
It's always
You
a pleasure.
too.
Yes, ma'am. Love it. Love it.
Me too.
Oh man.
She smells so good.
I'm telling you, I gotta get in there. I actually gotta
too.
bring the wifey in there. See what she wants.
Yeah, I'm telling you that right there. That one I could do that one. It smells nice.
All right. Thank you again to April at Idabelle's Aroma Gallery. Is that correct? Did I say that right?
Yes, Idabelle's Aroma Gallery.
And on that note, we will be back with what looks like to be Swap Shop.
Like a bird I sing, 'cause you've given me the most beautiful set of wings.
I love singing this.
I'm so glad you're here today, 'cause tomorrow I might have
All right, Facebook Live, that's it for you guys. Thank you so much. John says, yes, people have different scents for different seasons, too. I can see that. Heck yeah, Brody. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. We're going to get out of here. Join us again on Swap Shop. It's facebook.com/theswapshop coming up next. Bye.